this weird problem where it's like I'm just doing stuff and normal style, just doing my thing, doing whatever. And then I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know. It's a weird feeling. It's like I just I don't know what the fuck who I am. Like what I am. Or like what where I am. It's like very deep dissociation. And I think derealization. But really just not like it's a weird thing where it's like I don't really have all my memories in the same way. I'm just thinking, like it's just me and my internal monologue, and I'm not even checked into like what like I'm seeing, really. Like it honestly just kind of feels like yeah, like I'm just there's nothing coming in. And it's weird and scary. But it leads to all these problems where I kind of don't know what I'm capable of. It's not just that I'm not aware of like reality and that affects my decision making or something like that. I think I'm making perfectly sane. I'm not hurting anybody, right? But it just leads to these really weird, like, just average, ordinary quality of life shit. Like, I'm not really fully grounded in my identity in the same way. And I'm not really sure, like, where I'm at in my life and all this stuff, It's really frustrating. Destabilizing in a really big way, I don't want it to be like this forever, but it's kind of an advantage where I can just to be able to get in a zone where nothing else really matters. But like I said, it's just I don't really remember much coming out of it either. It's not that I'm not like if I recalled it, yeah, but I'm not recalling it in the same way as I do my average like everyday experiences. I'm like not integrating it. Not that I can't, just that that's the tendency. It's really weird. It's really weird. It doesn't feel right. But I think that's kind of what we all grapple with as people. Like not really knowing what the fuck is going on and not knowing why or like how to compartmentalize it. So yeah, like that sucks. um, and it does. Like it really seriously. It's like fuck. Like, what the fuck do you even do about that? Because yeah, what do you do? Um, like I don't feel like I have. I don't really have a very solid foundation, and I think that just comes from like a lack of good childhood experiences. It comes from like you know not really having any friends for most of my formative years. Um, not being in any serious relationships, not having parents really at all, or any friends. I think that people really need to be fucking careful with how they act. Um, cause there's a lot of people in the world that are on like this much like hope for today, and like there's this much that's keeping people going. A lot of people don't have that. Like just the respect and the ability to see, okay, this person's story is different from mine, so I'm not gonna do anything egregious, right away. Um, and I'm gonna treat this person with kind of just this base level of respect that everybody really should have. Um, my mindset with it is like, because there's some people that are like, you have to earn my respect, and that's stupid. That makes you a really bad person, because that means that you walk around treating everybody like shit until they do something that's according to you earning earning your respect, which could be anything. So it's like, who are you to say what makes somebody worthy of being treated fairly? Um, it's that's a like very like just straight to infringing on people's rights. I mean, like just add a little bit of eugenics in there, and then boom, you got genocide. So everybody gets treated with respect until you do something that is like, oh, I respect this person more, or I respect this person less. I don't know what I was even talking about. Oh yeah, people need to respect people. You just never know what people are going through, and I think that had people kind of known the full story of like what was going on for me, would be people would treat me a lot differently, and I think that that's one of the things that I want to focus on with this project. I want to make it so that people know that this is serious. Um, there's been a massive, like, large scale, wide net of suffering that doesn't count in the culture, and I think that's everybody. That's everybody, and yeah, yep, yeah. So people need to shape the fuck up really and just be a person. Just be a person to other people. That's what really counts. again, it's just me getting in this place where I'm like, I don't know anything. I don't know how to say words. I don't know what I'm thinking. If there ever will be another thought, if there ever was a thought, that sucks. Like, it's really hard to like deal with that. Like, I'm always kind of battling with that. Like, am I ever gonna have a thought again? Like, am I ever gonna? Is this the moment where everything just disappears and becomes just nonsense forever? Like, I don't know. Maybe that is maybe that's very serious. Uh, I don't think anybody's having that experience that's like healthy, like mentally. And I don't know what to do with that either. Like, what is that? How do I like continue? Like, what do you even say to that? Like to make it go away. Like, if I wanted that to stop right now, what am I gonna do about that? Well, I think part of it is the idea that I'm never gonna have a thought again, and it's never gonna make sense. And then it's just the part of me that's like, well, what the hell is a thought? What am I thinking? What is a thought? Well, I mean, not like what is a thought, because it's like, oh my god, that's a whole other thing. What is. What am I trying. What is apprehension? Like, what is understanding? What is knowing? Like, what is. What even makes me be able to speak English and understand what I'm saying? We have to start explaining shit. Because as soon as I say this out loud, I'm like, what the fuck am I even. What's happening? I'm just so afraid that I'm gonna forget how to speak English, like forever. Like, I'm just gonna wake up one day and I'm just gonna be like, no words make sense. I don't think that's a realistic possibility. And I think that that's why I need to have this talk with myself. That's probably not how that works. Because it's like, I'm kind of answering the question already. What is a thought? What makes it so that I can understand English? Stuff. Having just experience. Like, there's no good answer for that. It's dumb. It's a dumb question. But I don't know why I end up keep like asking it, and that's the place that I'm getting to, where it's like I'm kind of forced to ask that question because of how fucking dissociated I am. Like, I really need to start living life, bro. Like, I need to find. At this point, it's like, if a girlfriend is the thing that's keeping me from just existing, I'm done arguing the frame that I don't need a girlfriend in order to be happy. Because I've been doing that for 5 years. The need is too visceral. I'm too violent. I'm too violent. I need to just find one, and I need to just, whatever it takes for me to just start living life. Because it's been me battling with, I think, exactly that question for 5 years. And that is just And it speaks to a really profound thing, I think, and a beautiful thing, that life feels worthless if there's nobody there to perceive it. You know, experiences are kind of meaningless if nobody's sharing them with you. If it was me, people ask the question, if it was just me on Earth, what would I do? That's the worst situation. Like, if it was just me and there was nobody else on Earth, because it's like, oh, cool, and then the realization sets in that nothing you do for the rest of your life will ever do anything ever. Like, you are just useless. You like, there's nothing that happens from that point on. The only thing that happens is biology, like just in your body. It's like just bodily functions until you die. I don't know. How long do you think it would take before before you just killed yourself? I don't, like, 10 minutes? Like, max. Like, max. I would be, what would I do? I would find the fastest way to end my fucking life. Like, if it was just me on Earth. Like, the longer that I exist, the worse that pain gets. You know, I think that's the one situation where suicide is completely justified. If it's just you on Earth, what else is there? What's there to live for? We are all that we got. You'll never have an impact on anybody. You'll never see anybody smile. You know, you can't. You'll never have another conversation. You'll never do anything with anybody. You'll never, like, I don't find joy in just me. I think that that's the biggest thing that isolation has taught me. I don't enjoy myself by myself ever. I don't think it's natural to. I think it's weird. If you enjoy yourself, if like just being by yourself with nothing else happening, even this right now, the only reason that this is working is because of the thought that somebody might see this someday. That's the only reason that I'm tolerating it. And I don't think that that's a doomer message. I think it's very hopeful. I think it's saying the purpose of life is to give. And if you don't have any giving, if you're not giving to anybody, you are useless to yourself. So I think, what would I do if it was just me on Earth? I think I would do the basest function of biology possible, which is just to continue to exist, and then at some point die. Like, I'd lay down and I would get up if I want something. That's if I'm really that driven, you know. But I think it would probably not happen that way. How does it always come back to the loneliness thing, man? I just want to be at the part of my life where I'm looking back on all of this and I'm like, I'm so glad that's over. Like, how long has it been like that for? It's been just ages and fucking ages. I think the scary part about that, what would happen if everybody disappeared question, is just, yeah, you are just gonna exist, and there's things that you can do just by yourself. But then it's like, then what? Like at the end of everything that you do by yourself, it's gonna be okay. Then what? You know, and if you did everything, if you did all infinite things that you could do by yourself, at the end of that infinite sequence of events, it's going to be then maybe somebody else shows up. And out of objective experience, until that and then somebody else shows up happens, nothing fucking, like everything before that is hell. It's just dog shit. Skip it. Just skip the whole skip cutscene. Press B. Just skip it, because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I don't care, because it's just me. Like everything in here, I've already figured that all out. There's no questions that I have for myself. Like there's no like for me, just to ask questions to me for the sake of me asking. No, everything is about other people. That's how you have to look at life, dude. If you want to fucking be happy, I'm not talking about if you want to be successful. I'm talking about if you want to feel like there's any purpose in your life. If you want to feel anything but dog shit, you address that deep pit of sorrow in your heart. It says, give me something that doesn't do what I'm doing already. That's all that counts. As soon as it's not something that I'm doing, I'm to the moon. That's what loneliness taught me, dude. That's it. Being by yourself is dumb and stupid. It's boring and it's useless and it's lame and nobody wants to do it. Being by anybody else is fucking awesome. Like, what's the counterpoint? Because now I'm like, I want to keep talking about this, but the only way that I can think of to keep talking about this is to have somebody else's perspective about it. Whether it's positive or negative, to refute it or anything. I'm going to post on Instagram. What do you think of my verse? I think it's bad. People are not ready for that conversation. And I had this question earlier of like, what is the normal? Like if I'm doing something and I get in a zone and then I come back and I don't feel like that guy again, then where am I now? And the remedy to this thing is to bring wherever I'm at in continuity
throughout my entire life, and that my experience is a certain way is a product. What time is it? Oh, it's 6. It's a product of just me existing. Like, it's a product of me. What was I saying? It's a product of whatever I'm doing. So I need to put, if I'm in the default, if I'm in the drums situation, that's me. I'm doing the drums thing. Then that goes to so many different places that it's just useless. It's like I do it and I'm like, great, but I'm here now. And I go, what the fuck was that about? And from that point, it's like, well, shit, like, I don't know, you know? And once you realize that, it's like, I'm not that guy. You're just like shit. Like, so what am I now? And what I'm at now is I'm doing the talking on the video thing. What's the end of this line of questioning? What is the point of me saying any of this? Do I just want to, like, dude, somebody shows up. That's the end of the fucking, dude, somebody shows the fuck up. I have been around absent people for my entire life. My parents were not there for me. They were not present. My friends, I had one friend, he was pretty cool. I don't think he was I mean, no diss to him, because there are some people that are like, you are not there and you're not present. You're my father and you should be that. This kid was just, I mean, he's just like, he's interesting. It's hard to figure him out. Nope, that's not the sentence. It's hard for me to summate what he's all about, or like, I understand him more than I feel like I know him. Like, yeah, I get that. Like, but he's just erratic or I don't know. As a kid, even he was just erratic and squiggly and fucking cool. Like, whatever. Not a, like, and I mean, granted, you're not supposed to be as a kid. This isn't a blame thing, but just not like a very down to earth, like, perceptive, like, engaged person. It was just a kid that I fucking had, like, we played video games. It was like just a childhood friend. Then who else? I had a friend group for a while, and that's the most present that I've ever felt in my entire life. Like, the hands down. Because I had all of these perspectives, and we were hanging out all the time, and all this stuff to do and to see and, like, reflect back to and conversate, interact, all of it, all of it. And there was this whole storyline, and fucking, it was amazing. And then it just kind of, like, just dropped, like, slowly, one by one. Everybody just disappeared, and then I was just kind of in this, like anticipation state, and I still kind of am. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like waiting for somebody to show up. I'm like, does anybody fuck with me? Does anybody fuck with me? I'm just doing my thing here. Who fucks with me? And still nobody. So I'd say that, like, 1-2 years where I had, like, think of it like this. I was born, and then it just went like that. And I'm on level 0, right? I'm on, nothing here is worth any time. Hell, right? And it sucks, and I hate it. There's some good moments here, but it's all in this context of absolute despair and horrible, just suffering. And then it's like I had this little, like, November, nope, when was it? June 2020 to November 2021, where I was like, I'm okay right now. I love my life. I like it. Very nice. And then then I'm just back to shit. Because that's the only thing that I've ever known. And it's not even like a conditioning thing where it's like I can just snap out of it. But it sucks. I'm not dealing with as well, but I'm not in a good spot either. And there's no model of how to deal with with situations well. And I genuinely don't know. I don't have the time. I don't have the perspective. I don't have the tools or the model. I don't have a role model, man, in my life. Like, I don't have that. I never had somebody that was willing to sit across from me at the table over the course of years and track my growth and reflect it back to me and see me for not what I am right now, but for what I've been and what I'm doing. And that kind of like need to be archived in somebody else sounds weird, but it's a very like base level of like, I want to be understood. I want understanding. I want to feel present in the world as a world guy in the world, not just present in my own body. Like, I want to feel like I'm part of something. That's what I'm saying. I want to feel like I belong as a thing. I belong as this guy. I'm this guy. And it seems like no matter what, I can't get that sense of belonging. And when I had that friend group, I was like, I don't know anything else right now, but I belong with these people. Like, I belong there. They've decided I'm this guy in their life, and that's good. And I'm like, that's everything. That's all I need. And it's not all I need forever. There's stuff that I want to make, and there's, I can't just be the guy in the high school friend group forever. I don't care. Like, at the end of the day, I don't want to do that. There's going to be, but I need to be there to start out with. And that's the weird thing. I didn't have a friend group in elementary school. I had one friend, and I had a few friends that I would talk to in class or whatever, but I wasn't the guy. I sat alone at the lunch table, basically. It was just me and this other kid, and whoever kind of gravitated around us. But I think it was just that him and I really we both had the kind of common trait that it's like, dude, whatever you're bringing to the table, I'm here for it. Like, and I still feel that way about him probably to this day. I don't know if he feels the same way. I started acting out in middle school because, so I didn't exactly leave on a good, we didn't end on a good note. I thought I was gay, and I was like really weird about that. Like, I was really weird about that. Oh yeah, then there's that part where there's this really cute girl. It's cute now, not. I has the also weird. Whatever. She was cute, and she's like, not like conventionally though. So when she asked me out, I was like, I didn't think about it. I was just like, I'm saying that I'm gay right now. I'm gay. I don't know. So then that's the part where I keep going back to that in my life where it's like, that was the ticket. That was it. And I fucked it up. Like, that was my ticket out of what I'm experiencing right now. Like, my ticket to happiness and feeling normal and developing like a normal person. Like, truly, it really just all comes back to that. And then everything from that point is just, I'm this just fucking weird kid. And I don't, I don't fit it. It was like that before, but I mean, that really like cemented it. And dude, if I could just go back, because it's tough to say that I was like getting groomed, but I definitely had like some really weird eyes on me. Well, obviously in my house, it was terrible. Like, that was definitely, I mean, that's beyond grooming. That's, I don't even know what you call that. That was just like, I mean, yeah, no, that's grooming. It just isn't what people usually think about when they say grooming. But then it came around to that was like that was several people. So I don't think that I wanted to be like I don't think I wanted to be gay. I just didn't know bro. It just sounded cool. Like I was like, I'm gonna be cool and I'm gonna be different and I'm gonna be. I don't know. It's dope. Like I just was like, I'm fucking gay or some shit. Like I don't know. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what the fuck was going through my head when I thought that. You know, I was like, it's probably just hormones and shit. I was just like fucking. I don't know. Maybe maybe it's partially because I've never had a. I didn't think. Oh, man, there's a whole other thing where it's like I never have. There's no positive female role model. Like I know that women are good, and I don't have anybody that was in my life that was that. That that was that. Like I've seen it. I've seen it. Like that's excellence. Like that's great. You know, but I don't have that like actual understanding of like what that means to me. Like it's just that thing that exists out in the ether that's like cool, like great. And right now I'm in this part of my life where I'm like I genuinely just want to understand how what the difference is between me, other men, and women. Like I'm there's that part where I'm like what's making what is different about women that makes them women? Not in like a like not in a gender role sense, in like a just innate like quality of being. What's different? What's different here? You know? And then that comes back to me because somebody asked me the question, "What do you think masculinity is?" And I was like, "I don't fucking know. I don't know, like lumberjacks, like that." And then she was like, "Yeah, but what are the qualities?" And I'm like, "I don't, bro. I don't know. Like, I don't know what I am. I don't." And then it comes back to that, like, I don't know how to say English. I don't know what English is. I only know myself from this really weird place that's kind of detached. I think that's me happening right now, like that. Like I've never really truly became myself. All I know is this like fuck, like that moment where it like hits you that everything is fucked and you will have a terrible life. Because that's what it is, isn't it? It's like that's what economic inequality is doing. It's just that moment where you're like, this is so retarded. Like everybody is retarded. they're retarded because they've always been retarded, and we're retarded because they're not telling us how to get money so that we can figure out how to not be retarded. So everybody's just retarded. And that's where I'm at. It just feels like I have unanswered questions and I'm not letting my life continue until those questions get answered. It's just that simple. It's like a protest. It's like I am not gonna let anything good happen for me until something good happens to me. Because I know it exists in the world. It's like I'm holding God at gunpoint and I'm saying, make something good happen. People have had faith in God for thousands of years. And I mean, it doesn't exist. And that's the thing. Like, it just does not fucking exist. It's just me. Like, it's me. And then it's everybody else. And maybe I'm crazy. Maybe that's really bad. But what is making it what's making that feeling where I just genuinely I feel like I'm alone? It's the elephant graveyard, bro. I'm like, all I know is I feel like I'm alone and I'm dead right now. Like, I don't, like, in a way. Not that I feel like deady. I just feel like something in me is dead. It's just still. It's just like, this is just, I'm just this. I'm just this. And it's me here, and nobody else gets it. But it feels amazing. It's like, oh, I get it. But nobody else gets it. And then I try to explain it, and then it's like, they're like, yeah, that sounds great. And then they just continue to not get it. and it's just nobody's showing up. Like it just there's this weird part where it's like, and that's why somebody's here right now, and they're not there. It just it just goes to show, bro. I don't think having faith in God did anything but set us back 1,000 years. I think it was that's what the Christian Dark Ages were. It was us being like, and then God, and then there's no God there for 1,000 years, and it's still happening. It's like, and then good thing happens because, and then boom, good thing, and it's not happening. Which is weird because it's like that was the part where I was like, that's where I'm at, where I'm just like, where the fuck is, I'm holding God at gunpoint, and I'm like, make something good happen. Holding something at gunpoint. I don't know if it's billionaires. I'm just saying like, something eventually has to happen that is good. And I'm holding whatever makes that happen at gunpoint, saying, make it good. Because I know that that's not me. I'm lost. Like, I don't know. If there's something that I can do to make this better, I don't know what it is. I don't fucking know. There's things that I've thought about, and I'm like, I don't think that I'm gonna like that. So, I'm not. People really expect me to be like a gotcha guy. This is a tangent kind of different point now. You have to be really dumb to be like a gotcha. To be in like a gotcha situation. Most people who have ever existed, you couldn't work them into a gotcha. You couldn't find that thing where it's like, this is just objectively, these two things that you're doing are conflicting, and now I've gotcha. Most people ever, and most living things ever, have not been that. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. I'm not a gotcha guy. Yeah. was trying to figure it out. It's like, what's gonna be the thing that gets me to the part where I like life? And just do that now. Like, instead of being like, I'm just gonna try to get a job. Nope. That's not gonna be the solution. That's not gonna be the thing that makes me happy. What after I get the job is gonna be, oh, now I like it. Like, again, it always comes back to run to other people. Everybody fucking sucks, dude. I don't know. That's it. That's it. You walk outside, you have a 1 in 8 billion chance of seeing Joe Rogan. Case, I mean, what what else do you need to hear? I mean, dude, 1 in 8 billion chance of seeing Donald Trump. I mean, it's not 1 in 8 billion, but for comedic purposes, you have a 1 in 8 billion chance of seeing the worst fucking guy who's ever fucking lived. And most of them, say you want to hang out with the top 10% of people, that means that, which is a really high percentage. That's a high percentage of people you want to hang out with. That means you walk outside, buddy, and you got 9 people before you got 9 people before you find the guy that you want to hang out with, to walk by. You got 9 people ahead of that thing that makes life worth it. So what I'm trying to be in my life, and I think that this is a good takeaway, is that I'm just trying to be the one guy. At all costs. I just want to be the one guy that makes your day better. I want to be the one guy that makes you feel like life is worth continuing. For everybody. I mean, it's impossible, right? So why not try? Because I'm never going to get a yes from that's happening, you know? So why not? It's like I already know what the answer is. It's the same thing as if it was yes. If it's 100% chance of it being yes, then I'm going to do it because it's a yes. If it's 100% chance of it being a no, I'm going to do it because it's fucking no, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And then it's really funny to me that people go, but what if you're just giving too much? Because that's not like a very rare edge case that happens in like 3% of the time, like if that, of the times that you're doing that. And there's a world of things that happen outside of that 1% tiny possibility that are best thing ever for everybody. Are we for fucking real? You're stopping yourself from being a good person because maybe you accidentally cross your own boundary somehow. You're cooked, dude. That's boiled logic, and it's very Victorian era, medieval king era. That's like oh, but what if it was bad? No. How about it's not? Like, just say, I have a gun to your head, and you have the choice of saying, fine, I'll be good person. But what if? Those are your two options. And you go, but what if? Bam! Boom! And you're dead. Now. But if you go, fine, I'll see what happens. And 99.9 repeating times, it's just fine. Like, it's not like, it's just the thing that happens. And it's just normal, and it's just regular, and it's good, and you're like, yeah. And you're like, I love life is happening. Versus the 1% of the time that it happens and something bad happens to somebody else. And you go, the 1% of the time where you accidentally cross your own boundary, and you cut yourself off from doing all of those good things forever. Every good thing that you were ever going to do intentionally is now nothing because you were afraid of hypothetically crossing your own boundary. That's what that's doing. Stop it. Stop with this. That is literally how people think. That's so many people. You don't have to be Jesus Christ to understand that you should just do good things. I mean, what else? What do you need to know from that? Ah. Man. It's like we barely have control over ourselves. Who's in charge here? Who let all of this shit fly? That's why I'm mad at y'all, man. You, for thousands of years, let all of these people's shitty decisions just... You never once thought it would be worth it to say, hey, man, don't fucking do that. Like, enough with the slick shit and this just being like, fucking anything can happen, dude. Fucking whatever. And just trying to maneuver your way through life like that. Because then you're done. Like, you erased yourself. You're not trying to force anything. You're not trying to live. You're not trying to force anything. You know that? You know what I mean? Like, you're not trying to force like, that's your free will, bro. That's, you free will things. You force yourself to eat lunch. You're not forcing anything. You're just accidentally, like, stumbling into all things. I don't think that's a good idea. What the fuck is wrong with you? Actually. Whatever, what's the point? Like, that's called not having self-control. Like, you don't have control over yourself. And these are the people that swear by, like, you need to restrict yourself from things. And, dude, I'm talking about my dad, bro. This was all shit that I saw in him and his philosophy. Just fucking weird. Just, like, stop doing that. This is the guy that thought the ideal system of government, he told me this multiple times over years, was a benevolent dictator. Like, that's the guy, and he's good. Yeah, get fucked. That's not how that works. You think that everybody who's a dictator just so happened to be a bad guy? No, there's something innately about being a dictator that makes you a bad person. Like, that you have that much power. It takes, I'm a dictator, for you to be a bad person. Amount of time. Like, that's how much time. Hold on. Let me fix the video. That's not what I want to do. Come on. Come on. Uncrop yourself, bitch. Why is it crop? What? Alt Shift doesn't do it. Alt doesn't do it. Control Shift doesn't do it. Alt Shift. Shift is not the one. Control Alt. Control Alt. Shift Alt. Shift Control. What the fuck was I using to crop this shit before? Left Alt. I didn't do it. Filters. You know what? Maybe I have one that's not cropped. Oh. Ah. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, so what was I saying? Filters? There. Oh, it's this one. Filters. There. This guy thought that being a benevolent dictator is something that somebody can do. How many people? Okay, if it's Jesus Christ, like not even like the hypothetical version of Jesus Christ, that like if there was a God and he actually made a guy to send down to be the representation of him, I might let him run everything with no questions asked. But even then, you go, wait, isn't there other shit? This comes back to what I was saying about there needs to be other people involved in everything. Other people have to come into this equation at some point, right? Like it can't just be you. It could never just be you for a whole country of people. He thought that one guy can make decisions for billions of guys. No, you don't think that's what's, you don't think that's a good idea. What a fucking asshole. Anyway, what was I saying? These are the same people that swear that you need to be detached from stuff. Cause it's a phenotype, dude. It's a fucking type. It's a genre of guy. They're like faux psychology, like faux philosophy. I'm not really like y'all. You really understand things that I do know. I actually have a lot more experience in this than you, and I'm 100% sure that like this is the best case scenario. They had one good idea, and now they think that every idea that they have is good. And then this is the other scenario where it's like they think that somebody else has an idea that's such a good idea that it makes them irrevocably smarter forever. So they hear about Carl Jung and they go, wow, he's smart. Now I'm smart forever because I know him, because I know of him. So everything that I do is now justified because I understand philosophy, bro. It's like you don't even know who Carl Jung is. So are you ever right about anything? That's their logic. It's crazy, and I don't want to exist around these people. So that's what I'm saying. Oh, just go talk to people. And meet the philosophy guy? Get out of here. Get out of here with that. You're not going to tell me that's better than whatever. No. I'm locking myself in a room. I'm holding myself at gunpoint until I figure out what is the way that I get out of here and just have it figured out. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. It has to happen because every alternative is nothing that I want anything to do with. And it's working. There's times where I feel like I've gotten really close. So, fuck anybody who disagrees. Lock yourself in a room until you have